My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, I will be bringing to you the appearance of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu at the court of Zugeria and how it all went down, the outcome of the court, and all the things that you need to know about it. But before we dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you're new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, press that bell notification icon so that anytime I upload any video, you'll be notified, and you can share this video across the globe.
They started to create division among us.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So we can see here that Onyendu came as usual since the takeover of these current legal practitioners, representatives, right? Unlike the Caro White social media lawyer, the one that actually kidnapped our leader Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So these ones are now the ones that are really doing the work. You can see them. Okay, so yeah, so finishing from here, that is what happened inside the court. I will now bring to you guys after the court, the outcome of the court, and you will hear from the real luminaries, and you will see how they spoke, and for the people that even came to witness the case today, what they said, and after we will analyze it a little bit.
Freedom of indigenous people, they want to kill.
Yes. Yes, we're okay because we were able to avoid the situation that if it had happened in court today, it would have been a deviation from Section 36 of the Constitution, which guaranteed every Nigerian the right to fair trial. The prosecution was forcing a situation on the court today that trial should continue or should proceed today. But our position was this, which comports with the law, that we have not had any opportunity. We have made this very clear. It is not about having access to our client. We do have access, but our access is monitored, hampered to the point that we are unable to discuss with him within that zone of confidentiality that is guaranteed between a lawyer and his client, and that enhances the defense we shall prepare to properly defend him against charges that carry the death penalty. So our position comports with the law, with Section 36 of the Constitution, that unless fair hearing can be guaranteed, No Nigerian can be subjected to any trial. You can check it out. We are not making it up.
Sir, lastly, I'm trying to the court interpreted one way or another. Let's presume, are you ready for any eventuality if it doesn't go the way you want, or the way you take from court to case?
Well, the attitude of a very good defense counsel is to cross the bridge when it gets to it. So we're not going to speculate. We're not going to preempt the court. We trust that the court will do the right thing when we come back by 28th May. If it doesn't, then we cross that bridge. Thank you.
Fortunately, he didn't give a ruling, or she didn't give a ruling. I think they are referred to here, whatever. So let us wait on the 20th. If she makes a ruling, one way or the other, wherever they stand, then we can take the battle from there. I will not comment on that. Whatever I'm involved in that is very serious underground, I will not comment on that. I support them in what they are doing. If there are things we are also doing some other places, we will continue doing it. But I can tell you by the grace of God, Nnamdi will not stay in this prison in the next 2 or 3 months. Or else I'm not part of this country. I can tell you that.
That is what we like.
Grace.
We appreciate it. Thank God.
Thank you very much.
It's going on more to 10 years. That we're still on the issue of giving him right to fair hearing. And I must salute the courage displayed by his lawyers in court today, because you wanted to force them into hearing and say you're going to rule on the issue of right to fair hearing. So when you rule on that, what happens to the trial that you have commenced? So it's very painful, and I see this is very unfair. And at this juncture, I will continue to call on the president to exercise his constitutional power and then issue nullity through the Attorney General, so that we can bring this thing to an end and open the door for reconciliation and peace building in the Southeast.
What happened today, an effort by the federal government to push us into what I would call emergency hearing in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, especially in view of the fact that we had made it clear to them that where Nnamdi Kanu is detained, it is difficult for us to interact with him as lawyer and client, because those who went to his house to kill him, those who went to Kenya to kidnap him and bring him back to Nigeria, are the same persons who are keeping him in their custody. And you want us to come into their cell where they have microphone, where they have cameras, where they have all manner of gadgets, and discuss this case. It is not possible. We cannot get justice. If we try it, it is as good as coming to tell the federal government, this is what the question we are going to ask you. So any attempt to force us to go into this kind of hearing without Nnamdi Kanu being removed from the DSS custody is tantamount to a fundamental breach of his right to fair hearing. That is what we are saying. If you want Nnamdi Kanu to stand trial, if you want to call witness, if you want to bring evidence against them, under the law, detain him at Kuje prison or any prison of your choice. The prison we are talking about is the establishment of the federal government of Nigeria. It has security. If anybody is telling us that the Kuje prison does not have security, or all the prisons in Nigeria no longer have security, then whose fault? Is it the fault of Nnamdi Kanu that your prison does not have security? No. So whose fault is it? Why are you punishing Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS detention where you have those who kept him, those who arrested him, those who kidnapped him from Kenya? So our question is simple. Is it a proper thing for a lawyer to visit his client and you tell the lawyer you cannot write down anything? You cannot use your beak and your paper to take down notes for your clients? That is the question we are asking the court, and the court has not been able to answer. That's the question we are asking the federal government through their prosecution, and the prosecution has not been able to answer this. Now imagine, assuming we also have microphones in the office of the Attorney General, in the office of the prosecution, to listen to how they are preparing for this case. Would there be a trial? Will it not amount to us knowing what they are coming to do already before the trial? So, court case, everybody should have equal standing, equal position. If you want us to go into trial, then treat us the way you are treating the prosecution. You cannot treat us badly and then treat the prosecution correctly, and then you expect that there will be fair trial. So the federal government of Nigeria for now appears not to be fully ready for trial, but they will go and tell the world that it is the defense lawyers that are not ready for trial. We are fully ready for trial if the writing is done. Nnamdi Kanu say, look, How can I discuss my defense when the people who kidnapped me from Kenya are listening to the mic through their microphones in the place where I am detained? If you go to that place where Nnamdi Kanu is, you will see gadgets at the 4 angles of the room. You will see microphone, video, everything on the table there. So the place is highly equipped with listening devices. And they have an adjoining room where they now watch you. They sit down there, relax, and they watch you. They watch what you are doing. They hear what you are conversing. The only way you can talk is when if you whisper and you cover your mouth and whisper to your client. How can you prepare a case like that? So it is only in Nigeria that we have this kind of unfair treatment of a suspect, of a defendant. Only in Nigeria. I don't think this happens in Somalia. I don't think this happens to any other banana republic you can think of. Only in Nigeria, the giant of Africa, you have a situation where the man who kidnapped you is also the one who is detaining you, is also the one who is prosecuting you, is also going to be the witness in your case, and you expect the person you kidnapped to remain in your custody and prepare and plan his case. What is the essence of having the Nigerian prison service or Nigerian correctional centers? Are you telling us that the DSS has better facility when it comes to management of awaiting trial inmates? No. The DSS office or cell is not a place where you keep awaiting trial inmates. That place should be a place where you keep people you are still investigating. If you refuse to follow the law, then it is unfortunate that you cannot do justice in this case. That is the simple thing we say today in court. And all effort by the prosecution to force us into trial, all effort by the authorities to make sure that they bring in witnesses. We tried as much as possible to resist that effort. We cannot be party to killing the Constitution. We cannot be party to murdering the Constitution. Even if the Constitution has to die, then it shouldn't die on the head of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Of course. Yes. The Constitution is a grand norm, is the final law of Nigeria, where every other law draws its source, its life from. So if you mess up the Constitution, then why are we in court? You can as well write judgment, sentence him, convict him, and then tell us to go home, instead of bringing us here to pretend that there is a trial, whereas there is no trial. So our summary is there is no trial because the federal government have refused to comply with Section 36 of the Constitution, which guarantees fair hearing. In the absence of fair hearing, nobody will go into any trial. We will not be party to it. Igbos, Westerners, Easterners, Northerners, nobody will accept to be party to a trial where it is obvious that Section 36 is being contravened. Section 36 is the mother of all other sections in the Constitution. Fair trial, fair hearing. If you want to hear me properly. If you do not want to hear me, then it is better you just convict me and I go. I know that I've been convicted. So that is the summary of our meeting, of our discussion today in court, the summary of what transpired in court. And I believe that Biafra, Igbo, worldwide, Biafra worldwide, Nigerians worldwide, we agree with us that it is important that the Constitution of Nigeria is followed than killed the way it is trying to be killed today in court.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for addressing us. Please, we want to know, on 20th of May is the day they adjourn the court case, right?
Yes.
Okay, we want to know if on that day that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will get justice. Can you address us on that?
Well, I do not know what will happen on the 20th of May. The court has ruled that on the 20th of May, it is going to give us a ruling and or hearing. So, depending on how the ruling goes, if the ruling goes well, we'll thank God. If the ruling does not go well, we'll still thank God. Then we'll think about, I will consult our client to know the next line of action to take. So, but as it is now, I cannot tell you whether there will be justice on the 20th of May. I am not a prophet.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, my people, I believe you guys have heard everything from the legal luminaries and the friends that came. Okay, you saw Ikenga, the one that is in House of Rep. He's a very outspoken person. I like him because he speaks fearlessly, doesn't fear nobody. And the other man, I've heard that man said a lot of things on the television, and he always talks about Biafra very well. So I like what he said. If you overheard him when he said that he assures people, in as much as it's not in his power, but he said some couple of things that he wouldn't be part of the this team if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will still be here in the next 2 to 3 months. And I love that statement. It's an emphatic statement. And he now said that if it happens that he will not be part of this country, this tells you that this man knows what is happening. This man believes in Biafra. I've listened to him and I've heard him talk a couple of times. So you guys will believe with me that this man is in the right direction. And with this team now, and with the communication between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our able PM, fearless General Simon Ekpa, I believe that things will work out. And by the power of God, I believe that there will be a performing miracle that will happen based on the prophetic word. I believe that a prophet in the name of BRGIE said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out, but it will come out in a way that there will be confusion in the enemy's camp, that some people will be quarreling each other, there will be disagreement, and so many things will happen, and Mazi will come out. So I stand on that, and I believe that he will come out healthy. And this year, as our PM is planning, there will be declaration of the restoration of Biafra, so that we will go and enjoy in our Biafra land. We will go and build our Biafra land, and not to be littered all over the world and being persecuted as Biafrans. Umu Chineke. At this juncture, I will be drawing the curtain. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do well to click that subscribing button, like the video, and you can actually click that notification bell icon so that anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. And also you can share this across the board. Other than that, peace out.